She thought it was just a doll. It wanted her face instead. Lena had heard the stories. Everyone in town had. The whisperings of an odd man who made porcelain dolls with such realism about them. They looked as if their chests rose and fell. The Dollmaker. They said he used real hair, real eyes. Some even said their eyes had to be covered so the dolls could move. And then there is the one legend that Lena never believed. Nothing ever comes to Thornfield until, ignoring the warning screamed from her front doorstep by the deceased beings that used to be alive. The night came when something did living, or dead, or the barely yellowish-brown paper wrapped around it with one red bow. No note, no address, just the doll. It had a too perfect face, porcelain-like skin, blue piercing eyes, a faint, smug smile. Other than, of course, a wannabe secret admirer or a mean prank, she said to herself. Apart from that night, she made the mistake of taking it indoors. She laid it on a living room chair and forgot about it, or at least she tried to. She began to convince herself that the head of it was turned in another direction every time she came back by. The apartment felt thick, as though by midnight it had gained a force behind her. Then came the sound, a soft tap, tap, tap from the living room. She peeked out and saw the chair was empty. The doll was gone. Her phone buzzed, an unknown number. The text said, "She thinks your face is cute." She turned towards the kitchen as her heart sped up, and then she stopped. A doll stood on the counter with tiny hands wrapped around a butcher knife. The smile was wider now. With that, she stepped back and continued in a whisper, "That is impossible. This isn't real." However, the lights went out, and then he was in the shadows. The Dollmaker, a man wearing a long black coat and topped by a hat with a brim that obscured his face. It was a deep voice, measured, almost pleasant. "You've been chosen," he said. "The face of my dolls must always be perfect, and yours is perfect." Lena screamed and bolted, hitting the door to my bedroom. She jammed a chest of drawers in front of it, breathing hard. On the other side, the little porcelain fist of the doll tapped lightly against the wood. Then silence. She half expected he had gone for a second. Maybe it was over. Oddly enough, when she looked at the window, it reflected her face, or someone that wasn't hers. Her face returned, thoughtful blue eyes gleaming in the dim light. One of the faces in the corner of the room, the Dollmaker, whispers back and sings, "Now you will be beautiful for all eternity." The image would fade to black, with viewers watching in a state of disquiet, since somewhere another package is being wrapped, which is the Dollmaker's next target. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more spooky tales. Watch if you dare.